Oke, daone.
Veru. Very. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Siti Padia with name 442400236 from the Communication Science Program, Faculty of Communication and Language Science. In this video, I will explain my opinion about smoking in the campus area. Cigarettes were first introduced to Indonesia in the 17th century by European traders, particularly from the Netherlands. At first, cigarettes were considered a luxury item and were reserved for the nobility and colonial officials. However, over time, cigarettes began to spread to various levels of society. Haji Jamhari, a native of Kudus, Central Java, was the first person to invent the keretek cigarette. At first, he mixed the cigarette to relieve the pain in his chest caused by asthma. The rapid growth of the cigarette industry as it is today was developed by Niti Semito, who married Nasila, a girl who made and sold keretek cigarettes. In Indonesia itself, the cigarette industry is now centered in several cities such as Kudus, Kediri, Surabaya, and Malang. Some of the leading clove cigarettes brands in Indonesia are Jarum, Gudang Garam, Sampurna, Bentul, and Wismila. The development of the cigarettes industry has a significant impact on the Indonesian economy. Cigarette excise is one of the largest sources of revenue for the country. It is now based on the Central Government Financial Report (LKPB) in 2020. State revenue from tobacco excise reached IDR 179.83 trillion. This value increased by 3.67% from the previous year's achievement and contributed 96.74% of the total state excise revenue. In addition, the cigarette industry also creates jobs ranging from production to marketing, supporting tobacco farmers. On the other hand, the rapid development of the cigarette industry has brought positive benefits to state revenues and creates jobs in the community. Cigarettes themselves have many negative impacts on people who consume them. Why is it said that way? Because the ingredients contained in cigarettes contain thousands of toxic and carcinogenic chemicals, substances that have the potential to cause cancer, such as nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, acetone, ammonia, cadmium, formaldehyde. The dangerous content of cigarettes can trigger health problems such as lung cancer, heart attack, acid reflux disease, and even pregnancy complications for female smokers. In addition to all that, there are many more diseases caused by smoking. The prevalence of active smokers in Indonesia continues to increase. Data from 2023 Indonesian Health Survey conducted by the Ministry of Health showed that the number of active smokers is estimated to reach 70 million people, with 7.4% of them smokers aged 10 until 18 years. Children and adolescents are the group with the most significant increase in the number of smokers. Based on data from the Global Youth Tobacco Survey in 2019, the prevalence of smoking among school children aged 13 until 15 years rose from 18.3% to 19.2%. Meanwhile, SKI 2023 data show that the 15 until 19 age group is the largest group of smokers, followed by 10 until 14 years old, 18.4%. The increasing number of smokers is also influenced by the cigarette industry, which continues to introduce its product among the public through various social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. In addition, the tobacco industry continues to modify cigarettes to be more attractive among young people by creating a cigarette with various flavors, the result of which cannot be denied that many teenagers want to try it and end up becoming a cigarette user. The high number of active smokers can cause many serious health problems. The health impacts are not only on active smokers who consume it, but also on passive smokers who are exposed to its smoke. Pregnant women are one of the most vulnerable to cigarette smoke because it can increase miscarriage, stillbirth, premature birth, and so on. Various efforts have been made by communities, universities, and other organizations to reduce the number of active smokers, such as health promotion, campaign, and socialization, but still cannot have a significant impact on the number of smokers. To overcome the problem of the high prevalence of smoking and the impact it causes, the government has also made several efforts such as establishing smoke-free areas. The establishment of smoke-free areas aims to balance health and realize clean and healthy living behavior. Non-smoking areas can be found in places such as healthcare facilities, for example, hospitals, health centers, clinics, places of worship, children's playground, sport facilities, public places, workplace, and teaching and learning places such as school or campus. Regulations made by the government are very influential, especially in educational environments such as universities that prohibit students from smoking in campus areas. Some universities such as the University of Indonesia, Muhammadiyah University of Yogyakarta, State Islamic University, and several other campuses. In my opinion, the campus decision to create a no-smoking area is very helpful in creating a clean and healthy environment free from cigarette smoke. As discussed earlier, many of the teenagers who consume cigarettes are no exception to students. Not only from among students, some teachers, especially lecturers and campus employees, cannot be denied that they also consume cigarettes. With a policy like this, it is very helpful in creating health and comfort in the campus environment for many people, especially for those who do not smoke and have certain health problems, such as respiratory problems. On the other hand, this policy also encourages smokers to reduce their smoking habits, which in turn can be more supportive of long-term health. To create a healthy and smoke-free campus, there needs to be cooperation between students, lecturers, and the entire campus. Let's create a future without smoking. Let's live a healthy life without cigarette smoke. That's all the material and my opinion about smoking in the campus area. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the next material, I will explain about present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, a form of tense that you can use to explain something or express an action that is taking place during a certain time in the present. Adverb of time in present continuous tense. Times adverb in the present continuous tense are divided into two, namely 1. The time at which the conversation is taking place. Now, right now, at the moment, and at present. Number 2. The activities carried out occur around the time of the conversation. This year, this month, this week, and this semester. Present continuous tense function. For the first, states the action in progress. Example, my sister is singing for a contest. Number 2, state future plans. For example, I'm studying English tomorrow. Number 3, state action that has occurred. Example, she is getting bored with this game. Present continuous tense. In the present continuous tense, there are 3 sentences, namely positive, negative, and interrogative. Present continuous tense formula. For the positive, subject plus to be, am, are, is plus verb ing plus complement. For negative, subject plus to be plus not verb ing plus complement. For interrogative, to be, am, are, is plus subject plus verb ing plus complement. Example of sentence. Example of positive sentence. 1. I'm studying at coffee shop. 2. My mom is cooking lunch now. 3. We are watching a romance movie right now. 4. They are reading a science book. Example of negative sentence. 1. My friend is not coming at the school. 2. He is not calling me. 3. They are not doing the task. 4. I'm not saying goodbye to my friends. Interrogative yes or no question. To be, am, are, is plus subject plus verb ing plus complement. Example of sentence. Are you running in the street? Is he washing the clothes? Are they men playing football? Am I doing it right? Interrogative WH question. WH question is what, who, where, when, why, and how. WH question plus to be, am, are, is plus subject plus verb ing plus complement. Example of sentence. What are you doing? Where is father working? When are they going to school? How is she making a cake? When cannot present continuous tense be used? Don't use the present continuous for all events that occur in the present that occur normally or over a long period of time and repeatedly. Example, I work every morning. Sentences that use the adverb of time every are simple present tense. So can change the sentence above to I am working every morning. Verbs that cannot be used in present continuous tense. Not all verbs in English can be used in the present continuous tense. One of them is active verbs. Stative verbs are verbs that describe a state or condition, not an action. These verbs are usually related to thoughts, emotion, senses, feelings, and procession. Types of stative verb in English: perception and sensation, hear, touch, smell, see, and sound. Cognition, emotion, attitude, love, hate, adore, doubt, and like. Having and being, have to, cause, recur, and belong. Other stative verbs: weak, contain, involve, and consist. Present continuous tense sentence usage. Number 1. These that are happening now, indicating something that is happening or in progress. Example, she is watching a horror movie right now. Are you crying now? They are not coming to this class. Number 2. Temporary event. State a longer action that occurs, but only temporarily. Can be used to narrate event that took place over a long period of time, but only temporarily. Example, she is upgrading her coding skill at the moment. Number 3. Tag the action around the time of speaking. Can be used to tell an activity which happens around the time of the conversation. Dina is going to Malang this week. Salsa is making birthday cake today. Number 4. A new pattern or habit. In this case, tense can be used to accentuate the contrast between the old and the new. Example, this day my mother is sending more money than last month. Number 5. Future plans. Tells of something that has been discussed or planned in advance and will happen in the near future. We can use the present continuous tense to talk about plans that will definitely happen in the near future. Example, when we arrive at the station, we are taking a private car direct to the hotel. Thank you. That's all the material from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.